Hello and welcome to this lesson on angles formed inside cyclic quadrilaterals. By the time you finish this video, you will be able to identify cyclic quadrilaterals and state their key angle rules, apply cyclic quadrilateral angle rules to calculate missing angles, and solve GCSE-style algebra problems involving cyclic quadrilaterals. Let's get started. Let's begin by understanding quadrilaterals, because cyclic quadrilaterals are built from this idea. A quadrilateral is any shape with 4 sides and 4 angles. Now here is a very important fact. The sum of the interior angles in any quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. No matter the shape, regular or irregular, tilted or stretched, the total will always be 360 degrees. Now look at the diagrams. Each quadrilateral is split into 2 triangles, and we know that each triangle has a total of 180 degrees. So when we combine the 2 triangles, 180 plus 180 gives 360 degrees. That is where this rule comes from. Now take a moment to understand this clearly. Every quadrilateral can be divided into 2 triangles, and each triangle contributes 180 degrees. So the total is always 360 degrees. This idea is very important because we will use it to understand cyclic quadrilaterals next. So remember the key point. Any 4-sided shape always has interior angles that add up to 360 degrees. This is the foundation for solving angle problems in cyclic quadrilaterals. Now let's move on to the key rules for cyclic quadrilaterals. And this is where things get really interesting. First, what is a cyclic quadrilateral? It's a 4-sided shape where all the vertices lie on the circumference of a circle. Now let's explore Rule 1. Opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degrees. Look at the diagram. Angle A is 60 degrees, and angle C is 120 degrees. When we add them together, 60 plus 120 gives 180 degrees. So these are opposite angles, and they always sum to 180 degrees. Now this is very important. If you know one angle, you can always find the opposite angle. For example, if angle A is x, then angle C must be 180 minus x. This is a key rule that appears often in exam questions. Now let's move to Rule 2. The exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle. Look at the second diagram. We have an exterior angle at point B, which is 70 degrees. Now look at the opposite interior angle at point D. That angle is also 70 degrees. So even though one angle is outside the shape and the other is inside, they are equal. This is a very powerful rule because it connects an outside angle to an inside angle. Now take a moment to compare both rules. Rule 1, opposite interior angles add up to 180 degrees. Rule 2, an exterior angle equals the interior opposite angle. So sometimes you will be adding angles and sometimes you will be matching angles. This is very important in problem solving. Now here is the key idea. Whenever you see a quadrilateral inside a circle, always check for these 2 rules first. They are the foundation for solving cyclic quadrilateral problems. So remember clearly, opposite angles add to 180. Exterior angle equals the opposite interior angle. If you can spot these relationships quickly, you will be able to solve even complex problems with confidence. Now, let's dive into some exam-style practice question. You can pause the video and try yourself. Question 1. The diagram shows a circle with center C. Work out the value of x. This question is worth 3 marks, so we will go step by step and carefully apply the correct circle and angle rules. First, look at the diagram closely. We can see that CM is drawn perpendicular to PR. Now recall an important fact. If a line is perpendicular, it forms a right angle. So the angle between CM and PR is 90 degrees. Now look at the angle at C, which is 68 degrees. So to find the angle CPR, we subtract. Angle CPR equals 90 minus 68. That gives 22 degrees. This earns 1 mark. Now move to point P. At point P, we have 2 angles. One is given as 25 degrees, and the other is the 22 degrees we just found. So we add them together. Angle P equals 25 plus 22, which gives 47 degrees. This earns another mark. Now look at the shape formed inside the circle. we have a cyclic quadrilateral. So we apply the key rule. Opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degrees. Now look at angle P, which we found is 47 degrees. The opposite angle at Q is labeled 3x minus 7. So we write the equation. 47 plus open bracket 3x minus 7 close bracket equals 180. Now simplify step by step. First, combine 47 and minus 7. That gives 40. So the equation becomes 3x plus 40 equals 180. Now solve for x. 3x equals 180 minus 40, which is 140. Now divide both sides by 3. X equals 140 divided by 3. So x equals 46.7 degrees, approximately. This earns the final mark. So the final answer is x equals 46.7 degrees. Now take a moment to reflect on the process. We used a right angle, then angle subtraction, then angle addition, and finally the cyclic quadrilateral rule. This is a multi-step problem where different concepts work together. So always break the problem into smaller steps, apply the correct rule each time, and build your answer logically. Question 2. The diagram shows a circle with center O. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Work out the value of x. This question is worth 3 marks, so let's go through it carefully and clearly. First, identify the key concept. We are told that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, so immediately we recall the rule. Opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degrees. This is the most important step because it tells us exactly what to do. Now look at the diagram. One angle is labeled 3x plus 10 degrees, and the opposite angle is 110 degrees. Since they are opposite, we add them together and set the total equal to 180 degrees. So we write the equation. Open bracket 3x plus 10 close bracket plus 110 equals 180. This earns 1 mark. Now simplify the equation step by step. First, combine the constant terms. 10 plus 110 gives 120. So the equation becomes 3x plus 120 equals 180. Now solve for x. Subtract 120 from both sides. 3x equals 180 minus 120, which is 60. Now divide both sides by 3. X equals 60 divided by 3, so x equals 20. This earns the final mark. So the final answer is x equals 20. Now take a moment to understand the process. We identified a cyclic quadrilateral, applied the opposite angle rule, formed an equation, and solved it step by step. This is a very common GCSE style question. So remember the key idea. Whenever you see a cyclic quadrilateral, always check for opposite angles because they will always add up to 180 degrees. If you apply this rule correctly, solving the equation becomes straightforward.